Hey, I'm Nick Bobrack, and this is the Record Podcast. Thanks for coming back to check out another episode. For any new listeners, this is a podcast about musicians, the music industry, and I talk to people I've met over the years while touring, all over the industry, in bands, tour managers, merch guys and girls, managers, bookers, people all over the industry, and just get into it, just talk about what they've done their whole lives, how we know each other, and random other tangents we get into. But this week's episode, just a little in-betweener, a mini episode. So I'll just get into some random little bits I don't get into on the interview episodes. So this one, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I am listening to lately. So some albums I've been into, whether I've been just enjoying a few songs off of them or the entirety of them, but one that I've been enjoying the entirety of is the new Frank Ocean album. Another one I've been listening to songs off of is the new Cianvar album. I think there's some really solid stuff on there and some other, technically it's really, some really great musicians, but I'm just in and out of it, just kind of songs all over the place that I like, but I've been checking that out.
I've already become the roof for you and me, to hold the mattress down, rolling around all of the sheets I go to be, holding the bedroom down, the bed with perspiration. The sheets are now forming a nest for you and me, holding our bodies sound. Our limbs are now shaking.
And one that might surprise some fans of the show, but the new Thrice album, which I some episodes ago said it was an overrated pick of mine. But I've been starting to come around on it. Again, not all the songs are. I'm not super into all of them, but there's some ones on there that I'm starting to come around to and listen to more. So, new Thrice album, is it's making its comeback for me.
It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain till the levee breaks. A tidal wave, fear and pain carries us away. Another fight into the night until nothing else remains. How do we find harbor from the hurricane?
Yeah, otherwise there's not too much to talk about. No interviews lined up right now. Another one of those funny up against the wall situations. So I'm hopefully gonna line some stuff up for this week/weekend. Otherwise, I'll just slam myself against the wall in a tight last-minute interview next week and keep this thing going. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna act like I'm all crazy prepared. There was a good while I was and had a good streak going, but that is not the case right now. But yeah, I've got some definite good ideas on people I can reach out to, and I'll have some good stuff coming up. But how about some shows to go check out? So this upcoming weekend is sadly one I cannot attend, probably will not attend, rather. But Riot Fest, probably my all-time favorite festival to attend. It is just a great setup, great vibe, and basically every kind of band you could possibly be into, there's something there represented. So if you are free this weekend and you got the money to do it, you should definitely at least go for a day, if not all the days. There's some great bucket list bands on there. Obviously if you're a huge Misfits fan, you can't miss this weekend. But for me personally, the Hives, Refused are a couple of bands I've never gotten to see and would love to see. But just go look at the lineup. There's something for everybody there. But in the upcoming months, I just kind of rattled off a bunch of shows throughout the rest of the year. So what do I got here? I got Every Time I Die is playing the House of Blues October 2nd. Bear vs. Shark October 29th. They're playing Subterranean. That's one that you should definitely go see. Now that they're making their comeback, they're starting to play shows again. A super underrated band. If you haven't heard the band, go and listen to all their music right now. But October 29th, they'll be playing Subterranean. Meatwave is going to be playing with Pup at the House Cafe November 14th. That'll be a sweet one because the House... Well, I don't know, actually, because the House, I just read recently, isn't doing shows anymore. So that's one to investigate. But they'll be playing somewhere at some point, I would guess in the DeKalb area. But yeah, keep your eye out on Meatway, November 14th. If you can see them, go see them. Great dudes. Obviously, I interviewed Chris Sutter. You can go back and check out that interview if you haven't heard it yet. Animals as Leaders and Intervals. What do I got here? Bottom Lounge, November 25th. Copeland is playing the Double Door December 1st. Pine Grove is playing the Bottom Lounge December 2nd. I mean, there's a ton of shows coming up. And there's a bunch of good stuff locally, too, just local bands playing in Chicago that you should definitely keep your eyes out on. So, yeah, there's not really much else to talk about. Today is my daughter's my 1-year-old daughter's birthday. And it's good, pretty exciting. We had the family over, had a good little get-together, and enjoyed the time. I'm sure she'll cherish this memory always, as we all can finally remember our first birthdays. So, but yeah, it was a good little time. Hope you had a good little Labor Day weekend and nice shortened week because of it. So yeah, I'll be back next week with an interview of somebody. It's a surprise for us all, so we're in it together, right? But until then, yeah, check out all the music I talked about. Check out other music. Listen to all of the music and get back to me. Hit me up on Twitter at The Record Podcast without the A, Facebook.com/The Record Podcast, Instagram The Record Podcast, Tumblr, all the good stuff. But hit me up. Let me know what you're listening to, stuff I should check out. I listen to all different kinds of genres of music, so don't hesitate. Hit me up. I'd love to hear some new stuff and check out what you guys are listening to. So yeah, hit me up. And until then, see you next week. All right.